Hey,
Hi.
everybody. Happy
Hello.
Wednesday. How y'all doing out there? Happy Wednesday. It's us, me, Tyane, our special guest co-host, Cassie B. So if y'all are
Hi.
on there right now, go ahead and say hi. Welcome our special guest and make her feel good and feel at home on Ladies the Lyrics tonight. We are excited about a dope show tonight. We are celebrating so much. I want to start by first saying it's Diane's birthday. It is
Yes.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Diane.
birthday.
Wherever you are.
officially Diane's birthday, and she made 60, y'all. 60
Wow.
years old. She don't look nothing like it, but
She does not.
she does not. But
Mm-mm.
she is 60 years old, and she's living her best life in Puerto Rico right now.
All right,
So,
Ooh,
Diane. So when you see
keep
this,
it
happy
moving.
birthday.
Happy
happy
birthday. We love
birthday.
you. We miss you. Can't wait till you come back. But have fun and enjoy every day out there in Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
We don't know. She might pop in, y'all, but we're not sure yet. So what I do want to do is I couldn't share our show. I don't know why I couldn't share, but I want to share before we continue with the show. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
give me a moment. Look,
Yes. So
go
even
ahead.
if you're watching the replay out there, y'all share the show, tell
Yes,
a
share, share,
friend,
share.
put in the comments, replay, hashtag replay, and all of that other good
Hmm.
stuff so that people can see us. Oops. Tell
Yes,
a
share, share,
friend.
share.
That's me. Comments, replay, hashtag
We
replay, and
have
all of that
we
other
have a
good
hard
stuff.
time sharing the show before it started, but now we
Hey,
good. Okay, hey y'all, we back. We ready to go. Rock and
we're
roll.
ready.
Y'all ready for some good music, some real talk with some dope women? All right, let's
Yes.
get into it.
Okay, y'all. So y'all know I'm gonna use Diane's language. I'm a woman of a certain age now, right? And I am ready for this period of mine to be over and done with. I don't want it no more. I don't want to have kids, no more kids. So it's like there's no use for it at this point in my life and all that other stuff. But okay, so been on my period, I guess, since I was 12 years old. Of course, not that whole time, but every monthly, get my monthly or whatever. So during the pandemic, I had started using some new products called Honey Pot. Y'all heard of Honey Pot?
I have, yes.
I have not.
I heard it's
No.
really
Okay.
good. Is it
Yeah,
not?
it's like an
Okay.
organic feminine product for the ladies, right? And so they have these pads, right? But they're herbal infused. So when I purchased them, I didn't know. Like I ain't thinking. I'm just like, okay, herb, that's different.
Uh-huh.
Black owned. We doing something new. Okay, whatever. So y'all know how it be, ladies. You come on, whatever. I got in the shower, get myself clean or whatever, and I put this pad on, and I'm going about my business. I sit down, and I'm like, what is going on? And
This
it's like
why
I
I'm
start
laughing.
feeling this tingling
Sensation.
sensation.
Oh my goodness.
Like
At first,
peppermint.
I felt like I was a little bit on fire. Then it started feeling real cool, and I was like, "What is that? That's kind of interesting."
That is
But
hilarious.
it's like the more I warm, like I got used to it. So I'm like, so it's funny because they're doing a sponsored ad, right? And I seen the commercial or whatever, and people in the comments was like, just seeing little different things or whatever. And I was like, shoot, I love honey pot because I like that cooling sensation on my lady parts.
I heard about it. I heard about it.
So
What is the purpose of that? The coolest sensation. I'm
I heard it
lost.
helps
I
with your cramps. I
mean,
heard it helps with your cramps.
it does. See,
Yeah.
and I'm one. I don't really, ever since I had my son, I don't cramp as much anymore when I do come on. Like, I don't really have a cramping problem, but it's like something about him. It's like my cycle is like smoother. It's like,
Hmm.
I can't explain it. It's just like, I feel a little different. So. So I just
Wow.
thought I'd
I have
share
heard
that.
good things.
I mean, free advertisement, but they out of bomb, black owned. So if you still of a lady of a certain age that you still have to deal with that, try honey pot. They have like a foam that you use. It's just kind of like, and it's all natural, it's organic. They say I forget their tagline, but it's something about like feminine products for the vagina made by people who have vaginas.
Okay.
I like that because most feminine things and decisions are made by men. Like you don't even have a vagina. Like what? So I like that.
Yeah.
Made
I
for
mean,
people
so
who have vagina.
yeah, I trust the lady with the vagina to tell me what to
Exactly.
put in my vagina.
Exactly.
Right. I want to know what they put in to make the cooling sensation. I just need to know that. I
It's the
need to know.
herbs. It's
Oh,
herbal infused. Let me see if I can look it up real
what
quick.
herbs? Well, what the herb? So I have so
So
many
many
questions.
questions. It reminds
So
me of
many.
that soap. What's the soap called?
The
Doctor.
yoni soap.
No. What's that
Oh,
organic bath soap? Doctor. Dang it. Something. You don't
I
know
know
who I'm
what you're
talking
talking
about.
about. Dig, I don't know what
It
the name
comes
is,
in
but
a.
I
You can use it to wash dishes. Everything. You can use.
oh, heck no. If I can use
I'm
it to wash dishes,
serious.
I'm not
No,
going to use it
I'm
to wash my
serious.
for
You can use it
JJ.
to do
Nah,
everything. No, Miss Reed, you only have to
nah,
put like a drop in there, like a little drop. No, your whole body gonna be like it's gonna feel like a peppermint took
nah,
over it.
nah, nah, nah. I draw the line. Plus, I'm so sensitive to everything. Have y'all heard of the yoni soap though? The
yeah,
yoni.
I
They
heard of
have too
that.
much yoni soap now. Yeah.
It's supposed to be especially for that. And I tried, girl, me and Yoni did not get along at all.
Oh.
It was a bad experience. So, sometimes with those things, it's natural and it's supposed to be
Hmm.
good for you. Everything's not for everybody. And I
Yeah.
knew that. I knew that. But I was like, oh, well, let me try this. Yeah, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
I'm sorry.
Without sharing, because somebody might be looking for a new product and
Uh,
there y'all go, honey
Honey
pot.
honey
pot, the
pot.
honey. Yeah, so it has mint in it,
That's what it is.
menthol,
Hmm. It's all of
some
that.
rose
Menthol
stuff,
too.
water. It's all kind of stuff in here, all kind of herb looking words that I'm looking at. Yeah.
All right, well, there y'all
Like
go. Some free
cooling
advice, some free
sensation.
advertising, and some advice for our ladies that's on here. What I was thinking about decisions and how we make decisions.
Mhm.
And so I have a question for my co-host tonight.
Hmm.
Okay.
How important is it to you that your people, your family, your friends, how
Mhm.
important are they to you in your decision making process?
I'm learning that I'm learning that everything that I do is based on either thinking about my family or like doing it not also because I want to do it, but also because I want someone else to benefit from opportunity as well. And I know that me showing that I am fearless in the decision is gonna like encourage them to be like, okay, I'll do it too.
Okay, I got it. So you're saying you kind of, when you're making the decisions, you kind of want to be an example to people of how to be
Hmm.
fearless when you're making these decisions.
Yeah.
But when
Hmm.
you're making a decision, like you have to make a decision about your life or something you're doing moving forward, do you
Hmm.
consult for people in your life?
No, I don't. I'm so used to being independent that like, and I have a husband, and he probably be like,
So you
"Dang,
don't, so
talk
you
to
don't consult your husband either, Cassandra?
after after."
Okay, okay, okay. How does he feel about that? Does he like just let you do you? You think?
He does, but he probably does not like it. But he's been with me for so long that he's so used to it that he's like, "All right, tell me next time." I'm like, "All right."
Next time, you still don't tell him.
Yeah, and I probably shouldn't be doing that, but
I was getting ready to
I'm
ask
just
you,
so
do you
used
think
to
you
it.
should consult him maybe more?
Yes, but I'm just so used to like not having to consult with nobody. Even though we've been married for like 5 years, I'm just so used to not to doing like I don't know. I just feel like I'm not that kind of woman. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for a woman to be like that, but like when I cut my hair, it's my head. Like I just felt like, why do I have to ask? It's my head. Like
Well,
that's just
maybe
how I
not
felt.
ask, but just have a discussion about it.
I
I'm just
discussed it
asking.
when I
I'm
grabbed the
just being
clippers.
devil's advocate. I'm not saying one way or the other what you should do.
I
What you say?
know. I said I discussed it when I grabbed the clippers. When I asked him for the clippers, he said, "What you about to do?" I said, "About to cut my." He said, "Wait." I said, "No, it's my head."
What?
Like because what if I got sick and as we get older, like everything changes with us. Like some of us, our hair, we lose our hair, we lose our body sometimes. Are you gonna love me regardless, right? So my hair gonna grow back. I love you too. Rub on my bald head, and when it grows, you can rub on the curls and whatever else. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Ty?
Well, let's see if my internet stays stable for me to answer the question. But I don't consult people. If because most of the time I'm a thinker, so I'm gonna think about it a good length of time before I even
Mm-hmm.
decide to move forward. And then I'm also very impulsive too. So sometimes I think long, and then sometimes I'm just impulsive. Sometimes I come up with something and
Mm-hmm.
then I just act on it. I don't ask nobody their opinion. I don't, because a lot of times what I find out is, especially with a person like me who's a big, huge visionary, sometimes my thoughts can be so off the wall. I don't got time to be hearing people talk me out of doing stuff because usually that's what happens. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't want nobody talking me out of doing nothing. Um, Michelle says I usually groom my husband before action.
I like that.
Groom them. I like it
I
too.
like
I
Yeah.
that.
think that's a lot of women. I think that's a lot of
Yes.
women who do
Groom them
that.
before
Yeah.
the action. Michelle, what does that look like? Share some of the tidbits because I think Cassie B might need some tips. Oh, I'm just
I know what Michelle's talking about. She's talking about being I think I know what you're talking about because I won't put no words in nobody's mouth, but like a lot of women do it differently as far as like being sweet, like, babe, what you think about if I cut my I don't want to do all that because it's my head. But I think I
oh
know
my
what
God.
Michelle's
You know
talking
what?
about.
I don't know how I would be married and having to do because I'm like the two of you. I was just wondering what y'all was gonna say. Yeah, I don't need to ask anybody anything when I go get to make decisions. I'm not going to do it. And if you disagree with it, I don't care because I've already made the decision. And I probably, just like you said, Ty, I'm a thinker. I think things through. I've already decided. And the thing with me, once the decision has been made, that's it. That is it.
Mm,
And I'm really stubborn in a lot of ways. So
Yeah.
me
I
too.
hope
Michelle.
though I can kind of be a little more if I get married.
If a man love you, he know how you are already. He know my baby gonna do what she want to do, but that's my
Yeah,
baby.
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Michelle says like I've already made up my mind, so that's how she grooms.
I know that's
Okay.
right, girl.
I've already made up
Hmm.
my mind. Okay. Well,
I like
that's
it.
both of us on that right. That's kind of what the way we take it. Like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to get on board or not.
Mm-hmm. What
I'm
happened
gonna
to
tell you what it is I'm gonna do. Your opinion, and I can say this, I'm I don't have to consult with anybody, but it's for some strange reason people really get invested in your life and your decisions,
Yeah.
and they will get upset with you about decisions you
Yeah.
make for your own life.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's like,
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
well, it's my life. It's like, how do you care? How and why do you care so much?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We 32
Exactly.
years in.
He
He
32
know
knows
you.
me.
years.
That's a
Man,
blessing.
that is a
Yes, it
blessing.
is.
Congratulations to you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember nobody 32 years. That's, man, whoo, that's in that. That's really
We need
amazing.
to have her pop on so to give me some tips on how to keep keep
How to
mine.
get to 32.
Exactly.
How to get to 32. All right. So, do y'all know that we have been in a month of celebration because Ladies and Lyrics has made it to 2 years. Look, I'm speaking prophetic. We did 1 year of Ladies and Lyrics in March, the very beginning of March. And so we decided we want to do songs of celebration all month long. And it was funny because Diane, Ty, and I all came up with the same song. And as I was listening to it, I'm sure y'all too, as we listening to it all week and listening to the song, you can't help but move and be excited about Happy by Pharrell. And I was looking at the video as well and looking at the people because they all just look so happy dancing. You can't help. Thank you. You can't help but dance to that song. So a little bit about this song because y'all know I had to do my research. This song y'all know was written by Pharrell, right? Who is a rapper, producer, singer, songwriter, writer, and entrepreneur. And he formed the hip hop group the Neptunes. I didn't even know he was a part of the Neptunes in the early 1990s. Did y'all know that? Yeah. So he was part of the Neptunes. That's a fun fact. There you go. You learn stuff when you tune into this show. Hey.
Yeah. No, but I dated a guy that was into the Neptunes when they first came out.
I thought you were
and I thought he was so weird.
In the Neptunes.
No.
You said what? What?
I thought the guy. About to say. Go ahead,
she thought I was about to say I dated a guy that was in the Neptunes now, but a guy that was really into them like when they first came out, and I thought the guy. And then years later, I'm like, this is that group. Oh boy, was really, really into. Yeah.
Oh boy, look. Once we get rid of them, they old boy. They old boy. What's his name?
Yeah, because I have remember his name. Shoot.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's true though. I'm serious. That's just a sidebar. That's what happens when we get done with them. They don't have a name anymore. They just old boy. Anyway, so they asked Pharrell to write this song for Despicable Me. And it took him 10 tries. This was his 10th time writing this song. And the song was I've never even seen Despicable Me. I know y'all probably have because you got kids. Okay. I've never seen it, but that character grew on Despicable Me. So the song is about him because he's so unhappy, grumpy most of the movie, but then he falls in love and then he becomes happy. And so Pharrell did all these attempts, and finally on the 10th try, he came up with this song, Happy by Pharrell.
Hey, Karen.
Hi.
Karen.
By the way, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
Wow. Man, we can't never play enough of the song. Oh,
I love it.
I love it too. I mean, love that song. Who can, and this to y'all out there that's listening, who can hear that song and not want to dance? I just don't know how you can not want to dance. I'm just gonna start with the first lyrics, and then I'm gonna pass it on over to my co-host. At the very beginning, he said, "It might seem strange what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air like I don't care, baby, by the way." So the first two lines, this what made me think about the movie when he said, the second line, sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I was like, oh, he's talking about his girl. So he was like, at the beginning of this song, this is what I love about this show is that we really get to look at the lyrics. He said, it might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, so you can take a break. So it's like, this is it. This is my sun. She's shining. She's making me happy. You don't even have to, I don't even need the sunshine. All I need is her.
Yeah.
And you want a man to feel like that about you? Right. When my girl comes, that's all I need. That's what I get. Those first two lines really blew me when he said that. Y'all know I'm a romantic at heart. So I am. I'm tough, but I am truly a romantic at heart. And that took my breath away when he was like, The
Oh.
comparison, comparing his girl to the sunshine that he doesn't
Mhm.
even need it. But I'm gonna stop right there and see what stood out to you. We who want to go first? Ty, Cassie.
You go tell.
Mike?
Okay, I'll go. When I was so I had never really paid attention to the lyrics. So now even with you bringing out the tidbit about him writing the song and all of that, because I don't even think I remember that it came from Despicable Me. But now that I'm looking at it now in perspective, I'm like, makes sense. And so my favorite part of the show, I mean the song, when it's in the breakdown, when it say can't nobody bring me down, can't nobody
Mhm.
bring me down, it's like to be at that level of bliss
Yeah.
that it don't
Yeah.
matter what somebody come, what they say, what they bring
Mhm.
to you, what happened, can't nothing nobody bring you down. And it's like ultimately I was saying to myself, I want to be in that level of happiness,
Yes.
like for the rest of my life if I can. I know
Yeah.
trials and tribulations is gonna come. I know things is gonna come. But to be in the space of can't nobody bring me down, can't nothing bring me down, that
Yes.
is something to aspire to have.
Mhm.
And it's funny because happiness takes effort. It's easy to be sad. It's easy to
Yep.
be down. It's easy to walk around disappointed and all of that. But to literally be intentional about being happy, that takes a lot of effort.
Mhm.
And I really can understand why some people just don't do it because it takes effort to choose to be happy. And I think we
Yeah.
don't talk about that enough.
No,
People,
yeah.
you have to choose to be happy.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That other part of that, it says my level's too high. Like he said, my level's too high. Can't nothing bring me down. Like my level's too. How high is your level? That can't
Yeah.
nothing bring you down.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Cassie.
Like I don't know. Tal just said a word because um you know how you can listen to songs and it puts you in a feel regardless like love songs or for me rap songs or whatever, but listen to this song, it kind of helped me with me trying to be more intentional and speaking positively to myself and trying to just like like the song says, be happy. Like Todd says, it's hard to be happy all the time, especially because when you try to be happy, sometimes it seems like everything kind of come your way to make you not want to be happy, you know? So this song is a great reminder to not let anything break you. And even if something does come, to kind of just dust it off and keep on moving and continue to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's something that I practice continually is about
Hmm.
what perspective am I going to look at things, like
Hmm.
learning to really shift my perspective. And I know I talk about that a lot, but that has like I used to be like a eternal pessimist. Like I would always see things in the negative before I would see things in the positive. And so literally I had to practice optimism. I had to practice it. And it wasn't an easy thing to do,
Hmm.
but I practiced it and I learned to like kind of walk in it and I learned to like just choose to be happy. Like yeah, just really so it's like something that happened. Okay, what's the silver lining? What's the lesson? There go Leo. What's the lesson that I can learn?
Hmm.
What's the silver lining in it? What's the blessing in this? Could it have been worse? If it could have been, just kind of just having an attitude of
Hmm.
gratitude and I'm gonna keep saying that and shouting that to the rooftop because there's so many people walking around this world just completely unhappy and
Yeah.
completely miserable, waiting on somebody to come and fulfill their happiness. Can't nobody fulfill your happiness because if you leave it to other people to be the source of your happiness, then you're going to be always indebted to other people.
Yep.
I don't
Hmm.
want to live my life like that. I
Yeah.
don't want to live my life in a state of, oh, if this, if I, and I love West Side. I'm at the place where I love West Side dirty draws. I'll just be honest. Okay. So, but I don't want it to be that if we broke up tomorrow, that now I'm depressed and I'm, you
Yeah.
know, nah, I ain't gonna lie. you being, you know how you get sick when you break up with somebody and you just can't eat and stuff. I wouldn't mind being sick for like maybe a month or two just so I could lose like
I knew
25
you could
pounds.
say that.
You can lose
But
some love, sis. So you can lose.
Stress me
but
out a little bit.
but I find another way to lose the 25 pounds because yeah, I want my man to stick around, whatever. But I'm just saying I don't want nobody else to have control over my happiness. I just don't. And I
Mhm.
learned that I used to, if I could just tell y'all how the living with depression, chronic depression, growing up in especially in my 20s. Oh Lord,
Yeah.
I was so depressed in my 20s and just coming to a space of like shedding all of that. When you shed chronic depression and you really get a hold of your mind and your emotions and your feelings, it's like you, just like the song say, my level's too high. You can't bring me down.
Yeah.
And I would never let nobody else get that much of a hold on me or life to get that
Mhm.
much of a hold on me that it bring me down back to where I was when I was in my 20s. Because I was a miserable human being. Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, all the things that you could think of, that was me. And I don't like her and I don't never want to see her face again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's transformation. That's
God,
growth
top for
right there.
real.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
Valerie says being happy for yourself, then always making others happy. Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't. For me, words are always powerful, right? So word, I'm always paying attention to them. So the word, when we talk about making others happy, I don't believe in it. I don't believe that others can make you happy. And I'm sure you um, how Valerie
That's
meant it,
true.
but making somebody else happy is not my job.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their job to make me happy.
Mm-mm.
That's
Mhm.
not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for you to make me happy, and I don't want to make you happy. I want you to already be an individual that's happy. And because I'm already an individual that's happy, what I want you to do is just add to that happiness. Just add to it. Because it already exists. And then I'll add to yours. So and that's where we mess up, just like you just said, Ty. All of that is that
Yeah.
when we put our happiness in somebody else's hands, then
We
what does
already
that
messed
mean? As
up.
soon as they do something wrong, as soon as they do
Mhm.
this and that, you down, you upset, you crying, you can't function because
Yeah.
they have done something that you don't even have any control over. They
Mhm.
have done something and you've allowed them to control your life. I said
Yeah.
I will not allow people, places, things, nothing to take me away from where I am in my life right now. And I'm with you, Ty. Love, yeah, is wonderful. I love it. The idea of it, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to allow it because I did that before. I've done it. I've been there. Allow a love or an attachment to somebody. Take me to a place and be a person that I'm not even that person. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even, it'll change you. It'll change you. And as I was preparing for this, I saw a question come up. It said, I started being happy in my life when I was like, oh, that's the perfect question for tonight. And as I was thinking about it and reflecting, I had to really reflect on it. I'm going to give y'all a chance to think about it. I think Ty already answered it though. But I started being really happier in life when I realized that I cannot control anybody else except me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I really started being happy because when I realized I can control my kids, I can control my man, I can control my family, I stopped even trying to control them and worried about me. What I can control is the way I react, the way I react to them,
Mm-hmm.
the way that I'm going to feel about this situation, the way how long I'm going to allow myself to feel upset and down and to act like that. I mean, life happens. Let's just be real about that. Life happens. So there's going to be things that's going to, make us sad, hurt us, disappoint us, but we can't stay in that place. We can't stay
Yep.
there. Happiness is a choice. It is a choice. So you got to choose to be happy.
Yeah.
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 Whew.
When I
It's like
when
a
I think
therapy
about
session.
okay, here's my metaphor that I like to use, because you said it's something exactly with how I think about how people should add to your happiness. So I think of happiness for me, it's like my life, and happiness is like my outfit that I wear. On its own, I can still look cute. I still can show up and look bomb and this and that. But then, like when I get a good job, those are my earrings. They just people coming into my life, things coming into my life is just accessories. So a is my earrings, my son could be my necklace, my relationship is a bracelet, a nice bracelet I got on, stuff like that. So I look at it as it's just accessories. People are just accessories to my life. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but mean in a way of if I wear you or not, my outfit is still complete in itself and I'm still good on my own the way that I am.
Complete.
Yes.
That's the word. You have to come complete. If you're not complete, then what are we doing? If I'm not a whole, complete individual by myself and I'm all broken up from all these things in life and I'm looking for somebody to make me happy, and when I find him, I'm going to be so happy until he F up, and then I'm like not happy because he done messed up. So now I got to go find somebody else or something else to make me happy. And you know what? It doesn't have to be people. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol, whatever it
Yep.
is, whatever that vice is. People turn to so many other things to make them happy when you have to do the work you're on yourself for yourself. I wish I could it's so many people that I wish would get that message. You got to stop
How do you
thinking it's other
all
people's job.
how do you all suggest, because it's a lot of people out here that want to be happy, and at times are probably happy for a while, but then they sink back in that place. Like, how do you all suggest staying out of that place? Because some people, can have everything in the world and still not feel happy in the state that they're in.
Yeah.
Your life is never going to change. The bigger picture in all these things is that your life changes when your thinking changes.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's it in a nutshell. In a nutshell, you remember how I was just saying, if I'm looking for this person to make me happy, that's what I think in my head. I think that if I find the perfect man, I'm going to be happy then. That's when I'll be happy. But no, if I think I'm a happy woman, I love my life, I enjoy it, I'm single, I'm enjoying being single, I'm out here doing this, nothing is going to take my happiness away from me. The only thing it can do is add to my happiness. So it's all about your thinking. And if you don't program yourself, if you don't program this, if you don't change this, nothing is going to change. It all starts with the way you think. So
Yeah.
you have to change your thinking. And I know it's not hard, but it's like exercising. Because if we doing analogies tonight, then let's keep doing analogies.
Yeah.
It's like exercising. When I work my muscles, when I go to the gym now, sometimes I'll be looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't work that muscle. Like, girl, them arms looking good, girl. Right? You gotta work this muscle like that. You gotta keep programming you gotta keep saying, no, I'm the
So
bomb.
being consistent.
Yes. And so now I have learned to even like receive compliments from people because I think that about myself, right? When they say, girl, you this and you that, I can say thank you because I am that and this. I am that. So if you don't change this and if you don't exercise it, if you don't program yourself into believing and feeling and thinking different, you're never going to change your life if you don't change your thinking. It's never
It's
going to
true.
happen.
It's true. Because, like I said in my little own testimony, I went from being a person chronically depressed and all of those other things to one day it was literally, and it was like maybe starting from the year 2014 up until like 2018 when I really began to own my happiness. So it wasn't an overnight thing.
Yeah.
Because you understand, I was
Nah.
a teenager dealing with these situations. So it wasn't an overnight thing, but it was me consistently being determined to choose to be happy. It started me from one day just saying, Lord, I do not like feeling like this. I don't want to feel like this. And I went on a fast. I went on a 7-day water fast. I didn't eat
Ooh.
nothing I didn't drink nothing but water because that's how committed and serious I was about not being in that state of mind anymore because I felt like it was just really killing me. And I was like, who wants this in their life? So it started from there. And then it was just like me making little changes after little changes after little changes, and me just trusting myself and um, choosing
Yeah.
when a negative thought comes, shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope, I'm not gonna think like that. I'm not gonna feel like that. And don't get me wrong, I gave myself grace. Don't think I'm walking
Mm-hmm.
around here. It just, oops, you just punched me in the face, but I'm still smiling. No, because I get pissed
I
off.
felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that. It hurt.
Right. I get mad, but then it's like I say, okay, I'm gonna give myself a day to
Yeah.
think this through, to think about this, to get a grasp on what's going on and what's happening, to look at it from all different perspectives, look at it from different viewpoints, and just really analyze that thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
once I get a hold on it, once I figure it out in my mind, then I can get back to my own self. Now, sometimes it may take me a little longer than a day. Sometimes it may take me a month, depending on how tough the thing is.
Yeah.
But I'm always on the road to getting back
Getting there. To getting there.
to uh total happiness. Because you
Mm-hmm.
could be happy and be kind of like in between.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't want us to get it on this show and somebody watching this is thinking that what we talking about is something that ain't can't be accomplished or that it's just like, oh, we just superhumans. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
like that Devonia said, it's that paradigm shifting in your mind. It's the perspective thinking shifting. It's you really telling your mind, because your mind is the control room, as my pastor say.
Yeah.
You tell yourself what's gonna happen in your life or how you
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel. You control that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
really what I believe. You can control what you feel. You can control how you may have your initial reaction, but then everything else is your responsibility to determine how you want to act and respond to something or feel about something.
Yeah.
and being happy doesn't mean you can't respond negatively or you can't
Right.
have bad days or you can't be sad. That's I think what we're saying is to your core. In your
Yeah.
core, you're a
Mm-hmm.
happy person in your core
Right.
because stuff happens. I had family member pass away to some. I mean, you know, how is that not going to make me sad? How am I not going to be
Yeah.
upset? Things have happened in my life to my kids and stuff. How am I not going to be upset about that and
Mm-hmm.
hurt about that? But
Yeah.
fundamentally, who I am, I'm a happy woman. I remember when I visited Tulsa and I was with Cassandra and my granddaughter at the mall. And I'm just walking, I'm just speaking to people like, hey, how you doing? And
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra's like, let's read. You just speaking to
It caught me off guard.
She's like, you just speaking to everybody. I'm like, girl, I'm happy. I'm just trying to give some of this to these people. I am happy. And I feel like it does come out of me now though. I can say
Mm-hmm.
hi. I can smile at people. Yeah, so I want people to be happy too, because I feel good. It was remember that was so
I
funny.
remember. I was surprised. Do you think that because when I first came out here, like being from Chicago, your whole persona is different because you have a survival mechanism to keep you alive. And like when I came to Oklahoma, everybody was real friendly. Like I was pregnant and like I would have people like, you need a ride? I'm like, no, so you can kill me, that's just how they are out here. So and I know you moved to, was it North
North
Carolina.
Carolina. Hmm.
I know they probably were like that out there. Do you
They
think that kind
were.
of rubbed off on you a little bit? Yeah, because
Do
honey.
I don't think they did per se, but I do
Okay.
think my time there
Mhm.
helped me to get to where I am. That time that
Mhm.
I spent away from Chicago, God removed me from everybody and everything I knew. He put me in a totally different land with strangers, but I learned so much about me in that time.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was necessarily the people as it was
Mhm.
the time that I spent and what I learned about myself and how I came to be where I am now. Because before I went to
Yeah.
North Carolina, I was unhappy. I was
Mm.
unhappy. I was so sad. I just wanted to
Mhm.
escape. Not
Yeah.
not suicidal. I wanted to get away from
Yeah.
Chicago. for whatever reason. I don't even know. The crazy part is I don't even know why I wanted to. What made me say leave Chicago? Except it was God, and I needed those 3 years to
Reset.
evolve,
Mm-hmm.
right? To
Yeah.
be this new person. So that time definitely impacted me so much. I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
That's when I met Ty. I started my writing projects. All kinds of stuff happened. So great things happened then that even that's impacted my life. What is this? 7 years? How long I've been back home since 2017? Was that 18, 19, 21 to 5 years later, right? And not even 5 years, more like 7 years because Diane texted because I forgot was it. Because I wrote the book in 2014. So that's actually been what 8 years. My first book in 2004. No, it isn't time. My first book.
No.
My first book was in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in 2016. So yeah, that's a good question, Cassandra. I just told somebody recently I did a lot of work on myself. A lot.
Yes.
I did a lot of work on myself. And that's when I sit here and talk to y'all and I feel like I'm this evolved person because I am. But
Yeah.
it took some time for me and some work for me to get here. I
Yeah.
can't even say how sad I was. 2014, that was probably one of the worst years of my life. I was so down in the dumps.
Hey,
But thank
Tanya.
God, God is good, and
Yes,
He
God
always
is.
provides me and finds a way. And if you're obedient, He gonna lead you to where you need to be. Just be obedient. Just obey.
Right. Yeah. And that's it in a nutshell. I mean, with it. So yeah, we're talking about Happy by Pharrell Williams. Even though we didn't get off subject because it's the song is about being happy,
It's about being happy.
whatever. And it's sad to say some people like I'm sure, and then you have to be ready to accept it because I'm pretty sure when I was in my own little way, somebody probably was trying to minister to me about happiness, and I probably was looking at them like, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't go. You not your life not like my life." And I could look. I probably could see everything that was great about their life and comparing my life to their life and saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, you got a reason to be happy. You got a reason, whatever." Because I'm looking at what I can see on the outside. I didn't know
Yeah.
what their personal life was. I didn't know what they was dealing with behind the scenes, but my assumption made me compare my life to somebody else's to say, oh, they can be happy because they not dealing with what
Right.
I'm going through,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
And it's a
And
bunch
you're
of
on your
crap.
way.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
bunch
is.
of crap.
It's
Yeah.
a list of this verse in here that says, "Here comes bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got. Don't hold back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense, you don't waste your time." So he's like, "Here come bad news, talking this and that. You can bring it,
Bring it.
just bring it.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna tell you, you wasting your time, cause I'm happy." Cause he's like, "You wasting your time. Bring the bad news." So just like fundamentally in your core, you just gotta own your own happiness and don't let it be dependent on some job, some person, some experience, whatever. Don't put your happiness in somebody else's hand. There's this quote that says, "Happiness is your own business." Something like happiness is not. Dang, I'm trying to remember what that quote says, but it's about it being your business. It's all about you. It's not about other people. It
It's
just
not.
really is
Yeah.
not.
That's true.
And we can't drive that point home enough because a lot of people still won't get it. It may be somebody that watched this show and still like, whatever. And
Yeah.
you're not ready yet. You're not ready. And maybe one day you'll get ready. Maybe one day, you think back and be like, you know what, they was right. I just wasn't ready to receive it. I wasn't ready to let go. Because some people they are comfortable with being unhappy. It's familiar to them. They
Yeah.
prefer chaos, familiar chaos than
Yeah,
unfamiliar happiness,
yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't know what's on the other side of
yeah.
they don't know what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle says, in the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, love that movie. That's an excellent
Me
movie.
too. Mm-hmm.
Will Smith says, Don't let anyone change your happy. That's why the word is misspelled in the title. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
Don't let anyone change your
I
happy.
like
I
that.
like it. I like
Yeah.
that. That's really
Yeah.
good.
I think Diane was trying to get on, but I don't know. Maybe she'll
What?
get in the last 5 minutes or
Yeah,
so.
she probably
Yeah.
gonna pop on at the end. So let's see what's going on. Wait, first of all, let's transition and let me say, y'all, be happy. Just be happy.
Be
Yes.
happy.
And we're gonna
Oh.
transition to what's going on because we have a topic that I don't even know remember what it is.
Yeah, we do have a what's going on. My printer is acting retarded, so I have to have pull up stuff on my phone. I have today's what's going on, but I can't find it.
Let me see something. I think I wrote it. Wasn't it how do you or do you let the jealousy of
How
your
do you
friend?
address a jealous friend? Yeah, how
Yeah,
do you or do you
Yeah.
address a jealous friend or something?
yeah, that and there was a backstory to it. Sorry, I forgot. I can't find it right now. But anyway, so yeah, the backstory from the writer Ian. So yeah, it was about how do you address. I think it was something about a friend just sh- exhibiting or showing like jealous traits towards them or something like that. There she is. So before we get into what's going on, let's say hi to Diane. Oh, she took herself back out. Okay, she ain't
I
ready
think I
yet.
did that. I think I
Oh,
did that.
okay.
Yeah, I did it.
Hey,
Happy
happy
birthday!
Happy birthday.
birthday! Everybody say happy birthday in the
Yeah.
comments.
Happy
If
Say
you're on
happy
your birthday,
birthday
birthday!
to
say happy birthday
Diane.
to Diane.
Hey, I just want to say real quick that I love you guys and I'm more than grateful to be able to see 60. Puerto Rico has been an experience of a lifetime, and we are getting ready to hit the PR streets again. But I just want to
Ooh.
say, I love you guys. I miss
Love
you
you.
all, and this has been, and this is my son that have helped create this experience. I
You
did
taking
things
care of
that
your
I never
mama?
thought that I would do.
Yes, I am. Yes.
I have traveled some heights and some rocks, climbed some rocks that I never thought I would climb,
Mm.
and I'm not joyed. I'm overjoyed. That's how good it was. It wasn't good. It was good, good, and
Mm.
yeah, and that's my future daughter-in-law right there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
stay right there. Hey.
Hey, she's
So,
pretty.
She is.
I just want to come on just to say that I miss you guys, and
Miss you too.
the Uber's downstairs, and I'm getting ready to turn up.
Go turn up, girl. Show them how you do 60.
Love
Bye.
everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. We love you.
Bye.
I want to be where she
I want to be
at.
where she at. She like she having too much fun.
Exactly.
I am so what is it? Jelly? I'm jelly.
So yeah, so the question, the what's going on question today is how do you or do you confront a friend about their jealous behavior? That's a hard question because it really depends on the friendship. Honestly, I think it is because some friends you unfortunately I am in my experience, some friends you just can't have those type of conversations with because it's like it's just never gonna get anywhere. You
Hmm.
know, especially if your feelings or whatever you're feeling is very valid, but they don't see it the way that you see it. Because some
Mm-mm.
people don't know how to allow a person to express their experience. Iana taught me that. This is their experience of what
Yeah.
happened. Now, it could be totally different from how you see it, but you
Right.
can't change a person's experience of something or
Yeah.
how they experience something. So I feel like it just really, you have to take it a case by case situation, you know, on a case by case basis. And sometimes you can have a friend that gets jealous of you. And it doesn't mean that it could be the end of the relationship. It could just mean that they had a space in their life that depending on what they're jealous about,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if
Yeah.
you jealous of me because I got a man or something or whatever, is it really you jealous because I got a man, or is it because you feel like I'm not giving you as much time as I did before I got this man? So then we even have to go a little bit deeper about what is the where really is the jealousy stemming from, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. So it's like I ain't really getting them an answer, but
Because it's hard. It's
it's
just I
layers.
just had that same conversation that what you just said with somebody else about their friend, and their friend feeling some type of way because they found somebody and now they don't have the time to spend with them. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just some things to me don't make sense. I guess I'm trying to be like understanding about this whole question, but I'm like, you supposed to be my friend. Why are you jealous? I don't know. It's hard for me. This one is kind of hard for. I haven't experienced it. I feel like for my friends, if it's something I don't have, but they have, I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them. I want them to have
Mm-hmm.
it. For me to feel jealous, it feels like there's something else underlying under there, for
Mm-hmm.
jealousy to, is that the root emotion or is it springing from something else,
Yeah. And that's what
So,
I'm thinking. The jealousy is springing from it. It has to because um I remember when I was in therapy, the therapist did teach me about there are surface emotions and then there's the emotion underneath it. There it's the real thing that's underneath it. And I
yeah.
can't remember if she said that jealousy was a surface emotion or not just like anger. It's like a surface emotion. It's just like your reactive emotion, but it's really something else underneath the anger that's causing you to be angry.
I'm
So,
gonna ask my friend that's a social worker.
yeah. Michelle says
For
you are right. You can't change people's perspectives, perception.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like it just depends on because and for me to be a friend with somebody, I have to really, really care about you. I don't have many friends, especially female friends.
Yeah, me
So
either.
if I feel something like that, because if something happens in my friend's life, I'm happy like it happened to me. So I can't even relate to being jealous about anything that my friends got going on because I want you to do good. And if
Right.
anything, it's a motivation for me to do even better. But
Hmm.
like I've had episodes where a friend have shown jealous traits, and like in the past, because I don't like confrontation because with me, I'm so emotional that it comes out really aggressive. So
Mm.
we might not be friends no more, you know? So but I've gotten better where like I had a situation where I have a friend that used to I would say different things about accomplishments and she would say things that made you feel like, you know, and I just had to tell him like, don't do that again because I feel this way, and I'm telling you. So if I feel like you're doing it again, then you won't be talking to me no more. And I was proud of
Hmm.
myself because I could have handled it differently, but I didn't because I do really care about that friendship, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So it just
Yeah.
depends.
And
So,
I think with what you just said, like even with that scenario, going back to happiness, if
Mhm.
I'm unhappy with my life,
Uh
yes.
and
huh.
then I'm looking at you and you got all this
Yep.
stuff going
Yeah.
on, that jealousy can form
And
because
that's
I'm
what I
just
thought
looking
about.
like,
Mhm.
God, I'm speaking in just
Mhm.
general terms, but you could be
Mhm.
looking at like, God, why she getting everything?
Mhm.
Why this happening for her? Why this in my life is this and
No.
that, whatever. But if like Michelle said, perception. So if my
Mhm.
perception of my life is unhappy and I'm looking at you saying, I wish I had your life or I wish I had the thing, it's like that's where those things come in at. Like the jealousy will come in, things like that. And so I wouldn't just throw away a person or whatever because if I felt that they had jealous tendencies, but just try to get to the root of it and just get a better understanding about what's going on. And again, like if I feel like that's a person that I can talk to, that will listen to what I have to say, then I will confront them. But if I feel like this just gonna end up in a big old argument,
But you know what? I feel like because if a person's doing it so much, you got to kind of be like, all right, now, because are you really a friend?
Absolutely.
But I'm proud, like once you let a person know, because I'm happy that I told her how I felt, so she can know, so it won't be a surprise. Because now I feel like she's done so much better. She's caught herself a couple times, but she reversed it and kind of like fixed it, you know. So it's that right there shows to me she's trying it, and that she actually cares about the friendship, and she don't want to get left behind, you know.
Right.
Because I will drop you and forget you real quick.
You know, I'm the queen. The time I dropping the picture and then forget about you. You said what? You did what? I guess what? A few years ago, I didn't know you. That's just how I'm just like, I'm not gonna be stressing about people. I don't know. This one is tough for me. This one is really hard for me because I just really feel like if we love people, because to me, friendship is about love. I'm like you. You know, anybody that I call friend, then I feel we have a real connection. I don't have a lot of friends. So the people that I'm connected to, that are my friends, I can't see them being jealous of me, and I can't see being jealous of them. So this is a hard question for me.
You'd be so surprised too, because the folks that you wouldn't even think feel some type of way about you be sometimes the ones that's like I feel like that hurts the most.
Yeah.
When it's the ones you like, I would never think that you would say something like that or think like that.
You know what? Now I have to change. It's not jealousy, but what you just said is true. Because you think that people feel about you in a certain way, but then they'll say something and reveal like, oh, you really feel like that about me. That's who you really think I am. That's what's in your heart about me. And you're right, it would be surprising. That happened to me, and that friendship was never the same after that. Cause I'm like, oh, that's how you really feel about me. And and you're supposed to know me. If nobody else knows me, you're supposed to know me. That hurt my feelings. But then it's just the same thing. I got over it real quick. But like, oh, moving on. Lesson learned. Moving on. Period.
Friendships are hard sometimes because, like, especially like I was friends with somebody since kindergarten. Okay, so when we stopped being friends, it was like a breakup.
Yeah.
It still hurt. You know.
Yeah.
For real, it is. It's painful. It hurts. It hurts to lose somebody that's been a part of your life for so long, man or woman, romantic relationship or friendship. It does hurt. You're right. It's like a breakup. You like,
yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing I learned. What we just said about happiness. I did. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I just put it in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying. I lost a friend.
You're like, wait a minute.
I moved right on. I was like, oh, that hurt. I'm feeling some type of way about it.
I'm good now.
but I had to get back on track to happiness, period.
Yeah, true.
I just brought it back full circle.
Right.
Thank you.
Because they just an accessory. You. Oh, my bracelet broke. It's time to throw you in the garbage.
But it was my favorite bracelet.
Dang it.
I like that bracelet.
My favorite. It was every outfit too.
Yeah, like he go another one.
Here's a brand new bracelet. I forgot all about that.
Okay. Like, no Pierce's bracelet that has been in the closet and I ain't worn it, and it's been in the jewelry box.
Man, when you said that, it reminds me too that we put so much energy in people that don't give that same energy back when you got somebody that wants to give you the energy that you're looking for. You know, when you said, well, here's a bracelet that been right here. You know what I'm saying? That been in your drawer waiting for you to put it on.
Yeah. Sometimes that's about men too. That man was waiting over there the whole time, and you out here searching, looking for a flashlight, looking for a good man, and he was right there next door to you.
Okay, the other one turning your neck green, turning your earlobes green, turning your wrist green, breaking you out. Breaking you out. The clasp don't want to keep working, it keep falling off. Time to throw it in the garbage.
and you still wearing it like it look good. I'm
And take
wearing
it
it.
together and everything.
Mhm. Nah, we gotta learn how to let go. Anyway, that was good. We about over time though. You know what? We're at the end of this show. Such a great
Man.
show. Again,
Mhm.
happy birthday to Diane. Thank
Happy
you,
birthday.
Cassie
Happy.
B, for
You're
sitting
Yes.
in
welcome.
for
Thank
Diane.
y'all. Thank
We
y'all.
enjoyed having you here again tonight. We
Thank
are going to
you.
be back here next week. We're still in celebration. One more, I think there might be two more
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think it is 2 more
because it's
Wednesdays.
5
Mhm.
Wednesdays in this
Wednesdays.
month, y'all. So we celebrating all month long. Celebrate with us. Celebrating Diane, and celebrating that we are 1 year
1 year
old.
old.
So make sure you tune in. If you
Mhm.
have a song you want us to play that's a celebration song, go ahead and put it in our inbox, or you can email it to ladiesandlyrics3@gmail.com. We have some more surprises for you. We've taken everything up a level for 2022. So if you haven't looked at our
Thank you,
graphics that's
Michelle.
in our group, we are asking y'all questions. Go ahead and interact with us. We are super excited about 2022 and we getting it cracking. It's gonna be hot, y'all. Let's go.
Woo!
See y'all next week on Ladies and Lyrics.
Bye.
By the way